Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm really excited to be sharing with you all the new stamp sets that are releasing today, which is October 13th, 2020. These are releasing at Everyday Explorer, and I'm so excited to share with you all the beautiful stamp sets. Now, some of these I've already used, and this one I will be using today in my process video. So if you want to see how I use this stamp set, just keep watching. But I am really excited about this stamp set. It's kind of documenting if you're an introvert or an extrovert, so that's really fun. I love the just the two of us. This is my favorite. It says all by myself I want to be. Those lyrics, so cute. Tell me everything, let's go out, my favorite people. Just a perfect little stamp set to document that. Next up, this one's called So Much Gratitude. As you can see, I already used it. It's just kind of documenting what you're grateful for, thankful for. And obviously you have the thankful, grateful, gratitude, a note of thanks, people, 5 people I'm thankful for. Love that. And the 5 things I'm thankful for. Really cute stamp set. This is by far my favorite. You guys, I love this stamp set. I can't tell you how much I love this stamp set. And as you can see, I've used it plenty. It's so pretty. This is actually designed by Life Story Market. And the designer is called Felicitas. If you're not familiar with her, I definitely recommend to go check out her new shop on Instagram. Again, it's called Life Story Market. And I'm in love. I'm going to share with you real quick what I did. I stamped them on white paper like I do with my flowers, trimmed them out, and have them in my drawer, ready to go when I want some beautiful, fun drawn leaves. So gorgeous. These are even cute if you stamp them on, I don't know, a paper that you probably watercolored or used Distress Oxides or something. Such a beautiful stamp set. Last but not least, this one is called Epic Fail Prompts, and I love to document the good, the ugly, the bad, all of it. And this is just perfect for that because you can document all those epic fails that we all have. It has like, it is over, this is totally unacceptable, burn it all down, my heart hurts, well, this sucks, this was the worst, not today, please. Just really great little prompts. And I use this on a spread, and hopefully I will share it very soon. But those stamps released today. I will have all the links down in the description box for you. I'm going to be using this stamp set today in my traveler's notebook. So if you want to see that process, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, let's start working on my spread. I decided to trim out my kids from this photo. I purposely printed it large because I wanted my kids to kind of fill out my spread, and that way it would give me more space to stamp. So I have one of each. One is an introvert, one is an extrovert, and I love this new stamp set because I can document both my kids. So before I grab that new stamp set, I'm gonna start with these alpha stamps from Everyday Explorer, and I'm gonna stamp out introvert and extrovert. I could have made this much easier for myself if I remembered to, you know, bring in the opposite side of my spread and just stamp both words as I had my stamps out. And I do remember this halfway through. You can see me here trying to figure out where I want to stamp my other title. And I start using, you know, if I had the T out, I use it for both words. But anyways, it took me longer than it should have. The beauty of this alpha stamp from Everyday Explorer, it has the inline and outline. So I'm going to grab the inline as well and fill out my words with just a very subtle gray. I believe I used Close to My Heart Pebbles ink. I'm not sure. But anything I used, I will link it in the description box for you guys. But I'm going to fill out my words with that very subtle gray just to let it pop a little bit. Now that I'm done stamping my title, I can flip this around and stick down my photos. This layout is going to be stamp heavy because the stamp set really represents both my kids. I didn't feel the need that I needed a lot of embellishing of any sort. I do end up adding some stickers here and there, but I literally use the stickers just to add a pop of color. But the stamp is just perfect to create your own embellishments. It's perfect to add a lot to a spread like this. Like once I start stamping out these words that really represent each of my kids, it was so much fun and it filled out all that space in between them. Just love how it turns out. But I end up stamping, like for my daughter, love being home all day, every day. Let's stay in, send to voicemail. I can't tell you how many times this girl sends me to voicemail. And little things like that that really kind of reminds me of her. I also grabbed a few of the stamps for extroverts for my son, like let's go out. This kid always wants to go out. The more the merrier. He always says that too. Just little things like that. I love the simple fact that you can use the stamp set to document both. I also grabbed some white paper and I'm stamping on my white paper to create my own embellishments with my stamp. So once I stamp out like all by myself, I want to be, I love that stamp. So cute. So I end up grabbing my circle punch, punching out the circles, trimming out the words, and I'm gonna end up adding them as clusters to my photos. Now that I'm done trimming out my stamped words and sentiments and all that good stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and start creating these little clusters right next to each of my kids. And that way I can kind of layer them over my photos and tuck them behind my photos to create a fun little cluster for each one. Now that I added a bit of layering, I can go back to stamping directly on my layout. If you are doing a stamp heavy layout, definitely mix it up. Don't stamp everything directly on your spread. Then you'll just have a plain flat surface and you do want some texture. So that's why I like to add in some of those stamping on some white paper and trimming it out and adding it as clusters. It really helps everything pop. Anyways, I'm doing it again right now. I found the Tell Me Everything. My son loves to hear all the stories, everybody's story. He just loves it. So this worked out perfectly next to his photo. And I'll also go through my Everyday Explorers sticker sheets. This is a good way to add some color to my spread. As you can see, it's very kind of gray and black. So I went through my sticker sheets and now I'm gonna see what works. I actually found like a happy face in gray and one in, I think it was like a mustardy yellow. So I thought that was perfect to be able to kind of build off of. And once I added those, I can bring in more colors. So I try to bring in pink that matched really well with the mustard yellow and little things like that. I even think one of those stickers said me time and the me was in that mustardy yellow. So, you know, just bringing in more of that mustardy yellow and pink to match my spread. I will also grab some puffy stickers and add a few hearts, one next to my son and one next to my daughter. I'll go back into the stamp set because that stamp set had personal space, which I need and my daughter needs. Both of us love our personal space. So I wanted to try to figure out how to bring that in. And I thought, you know what? I haven't done this to my photos here where I curve my stamp and just set it right around her shoulder and it looks adorable. And I'm so happy I remembered to grab that because I wanted to grab it and I totally forgot about it. I'm finishing this up by adding a few more stamps here and there to fill in the empty spots. And then I'm gonna grab my pen and add a few arrows just to kind of add a little something. And I call my layout done. Don't forget today is release day at Everyday Explorers. I love every single stamp. You do not want to miss this. They are adorable. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!